Yeah, VIP bottles all on my table. My niggas with me, we sipping up. I got bad chicks and they able. These fools ain't how to cool as us, and this stallions all.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Echelon KIllaz bringing you guys a brand new video, guys. And today I'm gonna bring pistol rounds and what you should get and what you shouldn't get. For the first part, I'm gonna start out with weapons. Honestly, it's all opinionated, mostly on people. Most people will actually stick with the basic gun, like a UMP, or your P2000, or even if you're on terror side, the Glock. The Glock, a lot of people say it's underpowered, but is it really underpowered? It just depends about where you shoot them and how you properly use it. If you just sit here and start spamming down the middle while you're running, it doesn't work too well. Like just look at the spray pattern over here. It's not clean at all. Look, it's everywhere. You're not gonna get anywhere. You're just gonna get shot down and die. So that's what you don't want to actually have going on. You don't want to be running or moving and spraying, because if the recent updates have actually bring where if you move and walk, actually the pistol shots are a little off and not as clean as they used to be, and it's just a lot different than it used to be now. But yeah, secondly, we're gonna talk about armor. Armor is another thing that a lot of people will just naturally buy, especially once you get like higher up in the ranks. Most people just naturally buy armor, or usually just armor or diffusers. But I'm gonna stick with the armor part because the diffuser is the next thing I want to talk about. Nades also. Armor is very important if you're going to be playing off angles or angles that you know you're kind of vulnerable to, but you can fall back, but you can't take a lot of shots if you like, you know what I mean? Like, as an off angle, I mean like on this wall right here, off of Echelon. Like if you're playing an off angle like this, you would want to buy armor, because armor will actually give you the ability to preventing or stopping aim punch. And what I mean by that is when you get hit and your like screen jumps up, or like your aimer's hit like off. If you don't have armor, your body will actually kick like that, and you don't want that to happen. So armor will actually help preventing that completely, and it just makes it a lot easier for your body to keep shooting and continuing on and spraying down the people. Next thing is buying a diffuser. So let's go to gear right here. I don't need a diffuser because I'm counter terrorist, but if you're going to buy a diffuser, guys, most people that should buy diffusers are rotators. Rotators are the people who usually end up watching mid or stay around mid area. So people that come from A can rotate through mid and pick up your diffuser that's right here, or wherever you're at around here at least. Most times people will sit right there on behind the door, right here in front mid, or CT spawn. Sometimes you'll even hide on a Xbox right there, or lower tons, just whatever. But make sure that the person that buys the diffuser is also like should be mostly this people. If you have the extra money and you need to buy it, go for it. But I really would recommend the people who actually do the rotations should stay with the diffusers, because if say for instance everybody's rotating A and you got 3B, you're mid and you're holding one guy down, you get one guy killed, and another guy comes and kills you, you're gonna need somebody else to come from B and grab this diffuser and rush over there so they can get the bomb defused, or they can go through catwalk and over to B site or A site and defuse a bomb. So yeah, that's what a diffuser most people should use. Like, and actually I think that's the basic of people who have the diffusers to stay with are usually around rotations, or mid people are the best people to have it. Alright, secondly, we're also going to talk about what the proper like positioning of people, like positioning of like nades and throws. If you have a smoke, alright, and you're chilling right here, you're probably gonna do pretty decent. You should be able to pick off at least one person, maybe two. If you're good, you can probably get maybe two off, but you should at least get one. But yeah, when you use your smokes and your nades, you need to be productive with them. Don't waste your nades. If you think someone's back there and you're not even sure at all, and you know that and your teammates no teammates around you, go ahead and throw that fire or nade, whatever, just to see if they move. If they don't move, then obviously nobody's there. But if you should try to save your nades and your natural equipment as much as you can, because you need to use those on the rough rounds. Because say for instance you threw a smoke right there, or a Molotov over there, and someone's on cat right up here, and you're on and the front teammates over here, and those two die. But if you're right here and you start rotating, you could throw a Molotov right up here and stop the guy on cat from preventing him from continuing on what his plan, like his actual things were. So what I mean, I'm gonna show examples of this. Oh, I need to buy another. Oh, I can't buy another flash. Like, okay, I guess not. But yeah, like what I mean is, like, say I throw a Molotov, right? Go like this, throw a Molotov back there. See, now that stops the people from rotating through upper tons. But that doesn't mean that people that are over on A site could actually have someone that goes through cat, where you could have used that Molotov. You could have rotated through mid, or even just rotating naturally. Oh fuck, I fucked that up. Rotating naturally, like you could just throw it right here on top of cat, right here watching that, and then you could throw it right there, killed the guy right there, possibly, or even stopped him from, or stopped him, or even make him pop out. And what I mean by that is, if you throw a flame right here, he's burning, he's gonna probably end up pushing out, and he's gonna try to kill you. But the better part is, since you know that he's probably most likely going to rotate, you can actually hold off angles. Off angles, which is like this, or like that, and you can just hit him, go, walk, like. And what I mean by that is, you gotta stop, 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 and you gotta keep these off angles perfect. Stop. Then you just like crouch, stop, barrels, that, stop, like that. And that's what most average, better players, once you get higher ranks, will end up doing. And if they get those down, they can actually put a lot of work into it. So what you need to do is actually, what would be a good idea is to smoke off cat or flame off cat, is what I usually would do, depending on the situation. And if I know someone's up there, I'll end up throwing a flashbang, crouch down, and I'll crouch right here. And I'll sit like that. One shot, run, and rotate. If I can't kill him and I have to fall back, it's easy to fall back on the site. Just fall back. Like, you literally just push back. You literally just push back right here, and you just calm down. Wait for your teammates to get there. If you're by yourself, this is actually a good spot to sit, because you can sit here and just like sit here and pick both sides off. And like, if they rotate around and come up through cat and they're coming on your right, you can just keep picking sides and just. And you can just, all you gotta do is just sit there. That's another reason why actually nades and all that is actually very useful if you save them properly and use them the right way. Also, if you're gonna be holding armor, usually hold armor where you know that you can take a few shots, or you're gonna be wide open. That's the best times to be using armor, as if you know you're going to be either probably most likely A-long, mid, or A-long, or site. That's probably the better people to use armor. So people who are actually not gonna be the rotators are usually gonna be the ones that sit on sites usually. So like, say you have your top fraggers, one goes A, one goes B, your two top fraggers, and then you usually have your rotating, or your support people. Usually one stays mid, one will go B, and the other one will go A. You usually keep 3 supporters or 1 diffuser guy. And that's what I mean by that, is diffuser should always stay mid. People who buy armor should probably most likely go to push-up sites. And people who don't have armor and are buying grenades and lethals should actually stay on site to actually help and assist the person who has armor. So say if I have armor and I'm right here, right behind the door, or mid doors, and I go, oh well, I know someone's on my right. I could have my support guy run through, throw a flash back. I could push up, get a few shots off, push back. And if he would have done that, he could have got shot, aim punched, and die. So what you need to do is you need to support more of your people by aiming perfectly with them and trying to get as most effective rounds as you possibly can. So that's my basic tips I think you guys should all need to know about for your buying pistol rounds and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy Echelon KIllaz, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.